don't like that. No, but
I'm so
yeah,
excited
yeah,
and I
I
just
just
can't
can't
hide
hide
it.
it. Yeah. So I'm
Thank you.
going to I'm
No.
going to ask a question. I'm going to ask you, Lisa, why did you say yes to this?
I have been hijacked by something far greater than I can understand for a long time already. So when you ask, I just got this. Yes, you're doing this. I got used to listen and surrender and work myself through all those things that I myself might think of why I shouldn't. So there was no question. It was a yes straight from the soul. So that's, yeah, that's the simple story about that.
Yeah.
What about you, Dorothea?
Well, I don't know who asked who, actually, because I just knew that I wanted to work with you, Catherine, and I sent you this podcast, and this is so exciting. And then you asked, should we do a podcast? And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just felt this is it, because speaking of hiding, it's like, oh my gosh, you can't hide when you're doing a podcast, can you?
Yeah, it's kind of
So
difficult. Yeah, that's
it's
impossible, really. Yeah.
but it's very, yeah, I don't know. I just dived into it without even thinking about it. And then when I just kind of was on board, then I started to think about it, and I was like, hey, this is
Oh
interesting.
my God. Yeah. 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 In me, it's been marinating for quite some time. And I was wondering why there wasn't any podcast dedicated to light language, since there are so many stories related to it, right? And there's a lot of podcasts that have maybe a few episodes about it with someone who channels light language, but nothing dedicated. So it just became more and more evident, especially this autumn, that okay, I gotta do something about it. Yeah, so it was really awesome to ask you guys. It was very evident too that we were going to create it together. So I'm so pleased that you both said, all right,
Hmm.
let's
All right,
dive in.
all right, let's
There's
do this.
there's actually an addition to my story because a little bit back in time, just a few weeks after I was unlocking and channeling light language, I was tuning into my story and just, yeah, feeling what it was. There was something I should feel, and in this very moment, a car drove by, and on the sign of the car, you could read the letters "give."
Ah, yeah, I remember.
So it was very evident at one point I was ready to give something out to someone else by just being me, being authentic, telling my story, and all those things around it. So I came back to that when you were asking. So it was very evident that this was meant to be.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not an easy journey. We've
No,
been working
It's
quite
not.
hard
yeah,
backstage. Well, over the past month or so, well, 2 months almost, right? That well, to clear lots of stuff and really working with the energy of the podcast. And this is something that we'll share a little bit more about how this is coming to life. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, and we'll do that
Yeah,
on the
because
Substack
This
channel.
is also an interesting journey, isn't it? Because we are actually using light language to create this,
Yeah,
and it's an amazing tool in development
yeah,
if everybody is on the wagon, if you say.
yeah.
That's not cool. That's
I don't know,
something
but if
else. I don't know.
everybody's in, yeah,
Everybody's in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, and not influencing the process with our own things, but dealing with them and so on. So that's part of what we want to share also, not only on the podcast, but probably on the Substack, right? As well, while we create the episodes and so on before we actually launch. That's at least the intention. Then let's see what energy says.